We're racing to win. It's race number 5 at Sha Tin that we need to look at next, and it's over the 1600 metres. It's a Class 4 event. And at the top of the book, we've got Full Power, Alexi Bedell and Richard Gibson. His first start since June does Full Power, just the one trial. He finished down the track in that. Regency Masters up £8 for his last start victory over this distance of 1600 at Sha Tin. Apex Top, better draw and a trial winner, Antoine Hemlin for Tony Millard. Family Leader comes back to the 1600 metres and has been placed first up. And a gear change on number 10, Happy Win-Win. The tongue tie is back on. Starship Family Leader, Wonder Express, Tom, have been up to Chungfa.
No clear and obvious leader in this race out of the 10 acceptors in it. Full Power might go forward. Here he's raced handy in the past for Alexi Bedell. Wonder Express is another one that has been known to race handy in the past. Apex Top, he's had limited outings. He was forward 2 runs ago, but was awkward at the start last time out. Family Leader, Management Star, got up to his old tricks again and fell into bad habits, being slow out at his most recent barrier trial. So maybe a question mark on where he ends up in the run.
Regency Master, last start winner. He goes nicely down the back straight here with Zach Purton aboard. Barrier 1, he'll get his opportunity. Son of Savabeel, this one. So 800 metres for him. 1600 metres does look ideal, and he's had plenty of work for that. Management Star, he can be a bit iffy at the start, as you said. Barrier 10, so he'll get back. Will Management Star has been placed fresh up in the past and looks quite forward here. Vincent Ho doing the work, and he will take the mount on race day as well. And Wonder Express, just working with King's Race, who's in a later race. But Wonder Express, he did win 3 starts ago towards the back end of last season. Another one that should get a nice trip, and his work seems to be pretty good leading into it.
Interview time. Regency Master looking for back-to-back victories over the course and distance. Ed Sadler tracked down Zach Purton.
Zach, Regency Master, what did you make of his win last time out?
I thought it was a solid effort. He'd been working his way towards putting a performance like that together. He was a little bit weak, you know, just took a little bit of time, and he just needed to get up over a little bit of ground as well. But he finally started to work better and got more comfortable, and then went to the races and produced.
Looked like a pretty straightforward win in terms of when you asked him for his effort, he responded well?
Yeah, it was probably the first time he's actually got out of the gates as comfortably as he did and been able to travel like he did in the run. The pace really suited him, he was in a nice rhythm, and you know, it all unfolded well for him. But he still had to do it, and he's a young horse that's going to continue to improve.
You've ridden him both in his work and also a recent trial leading into his run back this season on Sunday. How do you feel he is? I
think he's going well. He's certainly at the same level that he was for that race last season. And, you know, that's probably all he needs to be, and to be competitive again.
And you mentioned in that last race the pace suited him. There doesn't look to be a heap of pace though this time around. Would that concern you?
Possibly. It could get him up on the bridle a little bit and out of his comfort zone. He might you know, use a little bit too much energy, but you know, his brain's getting better as time goes on, and you know, maybe he can adapt to it.
And coming into the weekend, you're coming off a huge Wednesday night, a 4-timer. Congratulations on that. I know you've won all the big races here at Sha Tin, but do you ride your best at Happy Valley?
It's a tricky track. You know, you need a lot of luck there, and barriers play an important part. You know, it's got to get into the right spot at the right time. But the biggest key is just being on the right horses that are able to adapt to the positions I'd like to put them in. And you know, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. But you know, I do enjoy riding there, so I do think that helps.
In 17 rides for the season, he's won 6 and run 4 seconds, has Zach Purton. He's 2.1, very short Regency Master, Tom. He
certainly is, but like the way he won last time out, he really attacked the line strongly over the final stage, and as we saw in that recent trial, he was held together, not put under any pressure whatsoever. So if he turns up with his A game, he'll be a live chance in the race.
Yeah, definitely agree. 2.1 is getting a bit on the short side though.
Management Star headlines the next replay with Family Leader and Jammu, the 3 to come out of this race. Paul, it was back on the 12th of July.
Yeah, now Management Star, he gets back, doesn't he? He runs on nice enough. He can blow the start, so there's queries over him. I thought Family Leader, he goes pretty well fresh. Family Leader. He's going to get a good draw. He'll get a nice run in transit. So of the three, I've taken Family Leader. Jimu's caught the eye occasionally, but he's still a long-serving maiden.
Yeah, 16 starts, no wins for Jimu, but Family Leader doesn't win out of turn, just one from 23, but he's had a quiet barrier trial coming into this, and as you mentioned, Management Star tends to miss the start more often than not, so the start's not really his go.
His win at Sha Tin, Management Star, was off a rating of 39 in Class 5. Apex Top trials against Moneymore here, Tom, so it's already stood up the trial form here.
It has. It was a nice enough trial, I thought, from Apex Top. He's only had 4 starts, unplaced. He ran 2 decent fifths over 12 and also 1,400 metres. They got him up over the mile last time out and he missed the start and was never really in the hunt at all beaten 9.5 when 12 to 1 in the market, but seemed to finish off this trial, I thought, with some purpose, Paul.
Yeah, this is 1,000, stepping up to 1,600 metres looks ideal. I think he's strengthened up in the off-season. So, look, he's a double-figure price. I'm going to make him the each-way play for the night.
You with the favourite, Paul?
No, I'm going to go with him. I'm going to go the one we just saw, Apex Top. We'll make him the each-way play of the day. He's a decent price at the moment at 19 and 6.1, so happy about that. The favourite in there for second, I think he'll run a good race. He's obviously the toughest to beat at the prices. I'm more than happy with the 6, though. 6 to beat 3, Family Leader, and Wonder Express went some pretty good races at the back end of last season. 6, 3, 8, 9, happy 6 each way.
I'm with the favourite, Regency Master, but the price 2.1's just madness at the moment for him, so I'd be wanting something more than that around in Regency Master. I think he's the horse to beat. Wonder Express, Family Leader. I threw in Full Power because if he leads and there's not a lot of speed in the race and he can ramp it up on the turn and try and outstay them, he could still be there at the finish for Alexi Bedell. 3, 9, 8 and 1.
Regency Master for Tom, Apex Top for Paul in race number 5.